we wish you our sincere condolences. Today's episode is a significant topic. Precisely how wrongful death lawyers can help. Following the loss of your loved one, the power of effective legal representation, as well as red flags to be aware of, to fully honor your loved one. All wrongful death cases are within the civil law. These heartbreaking cases involve seeking financial compensation for the death due to someone else's negligence or misconduct. Of course, it's about getting justice. However, maximizing the compensation is the #1 goal. Compare that to death cases within criminal law, usually prosecuted by the state or government, and designed to appropriately punish those responsible. Indeed, your case matters. Remember, a tragedy can sometimes involve both aspects, where someone faces criminal charges and a separate wrongful death lawsuit seeking financial compensation. You should keep these key upsides and potential downsides of how a wrongful death lawyer can help you in mind. We have over a decade of legal experience. Since 2013, we've helped win millions of dollars in the wrongful death field, getting justice during difficult times, without charging a penny upfront. Get a free consultation with the lawyer Jimmy Hanai. Your support means a lot to the channel. Simply call 1-800-400-50-50 here to call 24/7. Certainly, having a lawyer has major benefits. For one, in-depth investigation. Lawyers help collect different forms of evidence to build a strong case. The law is largely based on what you can prove. Evidence is very time-sensitive. Waiting can cause evidence to be misplaced or lost forever. So a consistent and deliberate approach is key. For example, obtaining investigative police reports, which provide crucial information about the catastrophic incident. No matter how the death occurred, lawyers use their legal expertise and resources to provide powerful and comprehensive insight into the law. They know crucial things to look for and the right questions to ask. Wrongful death lawyers typically also have a good understanding of how to read and decipher hospital charts and medical terminology. This can be a big step in proving how the death was caused. Malcolm Gladwell, in his book, Outliers: The Story of Success, suggests that it takes approximately 10,000 hours of deliberate practice to achieve mastery in any field. In a similar way, lawyers are constantly fine-tuning their legal skills and knowledge, staying updated with new laws, and learning judicial verdicts of other cases. This can provide powerful perspectives and strategic advantages in the practice of law. Additionally, to make the process more convenient for you, it's nice that lawyers are often willing to meet at your home or office, saving you a considerable amount of time and effort. Our contact information is provided in the description below. Law offices also work to obtain the death certificate, which includes the calendar date and cause of death. These documents help to prove the liability of the defendant. However, the real cause of death is not always so clear. Defendants are always looking for ways to dispute the arguments. Your lawyer should work to have counterarguments ready. The best law offices do everything they can to stay prepared. Lawyers also help with the financial aspect of the case. If you had to pay an attorney hourly fees, it can add up fast. Thankfully, when it comes to wrongful death cases, lawyers typically manage all the costs associated with the case. Additionally, the law firm usually only gets paid after they win, based on a percentage of the settlement you win. So, they're dedicated and determined to maximize settlements. If the lawyer does not win, you generally don't pay anything. That can make things a lot less burdensome for you, especially when you consider that wrongful death cases can sometimes require months or years of the lawyer's time, and thousands of the lawyer's own dollars. Also, in order to get clients the highest amount of compensation, law firms also work to negotiate any liens and reduce expenses. They typically communicate with medical facilities and work to convince them to reduce bills and fees. It's difficult to know how much a wrongful death case is worth, so they might also pay financial experts to help in this process. This comprehensive approach can be powerful. We know that losing a loved one can bring financial hardships due to both increased expenses and the loss of income. In some situations, the lawyer may help you get a financial loan before your case settles. The loans usually allow you to wait for your case to finish before you start paying it back. Attorneys also assist clients to persevere through difficult legal proceedings. allowing the clients to focus on their own grieving and healing, while the law firm is consistently working on the case, preparing correspondence, potentially filing a lawsuit, asking powerful questions during the discovery process, and more. You learn a lot by working with a lawyer, regardless of how the death occurred. For many people, it's difficult to be their most powerful self when they are grieving the sudden and tragic death, while still focusing on balancing household bills, their job, and more, especially when working with the legalities of the situation and the doubts and intricacies that come up during the process. Even one doubt can cause a lot of valid hesitation. For all these reasons and more, insurance companies might not take you as seriously if you do not have an attorney fighting for you. The defense might use tactics to delay or deny your claim. You might get bad settlement offers, and it could be difficult to know if the offer is fair, which might mean getting a lot less or nothing at all. If the insurance company is acting in bad faith, you might have a potential bad faith legal claim. Lawyers serve as assertive advocates for their clients, dedicated to securing fair compensation. Lawyers advocate on behalf of the survivors, negotiating with responsible parties to increase the odds of winning maximum financial settlements. Lawyers have a big incentive to get you the best result, so they do everything to strengthen your legal claim, keeping you updated with the status of your case, communicating with you about legal developments. They keep you on track and remind you of important steps. Lawyers provide a compassionate approach, guiding clients through challenging times. There are many intricacies and moving parts in these legal matters, with important documents and deadlines. Making even one mistake can significantly hurt your chances. However, if your case is more obvious and straightforward, you might be able to settle your case without filing a lawsuit. It's a good idea to assess your own goals and abilities to determine your path ahead. Attorneys are usually also great public speakers. In the event of a trial, lawyers provide strong courtroom representation, presenting the case persuasively and advocating for the client's best interests. It can make a big impact on the outcome of the case. It's often said that 2 heads think better than one. It's nice to have someone to speak to during it all, making good decisions together. A lot of these decisions must be made on the spot or quickly. Lawyers are experienced at thinking fast on their feet. They stay aware of the different options and possibilities, with the goal of putting their client in the best position possible. Also considering alternative dispute resolution methods, such as mediation, to facilitate negotiations and achieve settlements without the need for a lengthy court battle. This is a case-by-case determination. Lawyers help clients determine the best course of action. Tensions might be high when you are sitting at the same table as the defendant or the other side's legal counsel. It can be intimidating. When there is a court reporter there typing every word you say, it can be extremely helpful to have a lawyer there with you, ready to make legal objections when you're asked improper questions. Lawyers also benefit their clients through communications with the insurance companies and other legal counsel, ensuring that necessary information is properly presented and working to negotiate fair settlements in the best interest of their client in a dedicated and effective way. Law firms communicate throughout the legal process, keeping clients informed about the progress of the case and explaining legal developments in an understandable manner. Although it's true that a lawyer can provide comprehensive support, it's important to know there's often downsides to having a lawyer as well, from common mistakes to sometimes legal malpractice. So beware of these potential problems and challenges, as well as the emotional toll legal cases can present. Legal proceedings may necessitate revisiting painful memories. It's helpful to have a lawyer that can powerfully stand by your side. If the lawyer is not present and doesn't care about you, it can make the process a lot more stressful. The lawyer should treat your case as a top priority. The way you present yourself is a big deal too. Presenting yourself in an authentic and collected way can help strengthen your legal claim. Some law firms are overworked and sign up too many clients. They may fail to provide you with the personal attention you deserve. This can be very detrimental. Legal processes can be time-consuming. Cases can sometimes drag on for years, requiring persistence, resilience, and a lot of organization. The lawyer should also have a strong desire to succeed, striving to achieve a powerful level of justice. Even if the case gets difficult, they should care about your legal rights. However, there are many problems that can come about in the case. For example, the insurance policy limits might be too low, and the defendant might not have adequate money to pay, which can greatly limit the amount of compensation you can actually collect. This can make it unfeasible to invest a lot of money and resources into your case. For example, hiring forensic expert witnesses can be very expensive, though sometimes it can help prove how the death occurred. At the same time, the other side's insurance company typically invests a lot to defend the case, finding different ways to make arguments against your legal claim. Hopefully, your lawyer does not withdraw from your case when it gets tough. Legal outcomes are inherently uncertain and need strength and hope, reminding me of the quote, "The harder you work, the luckier you get." The character of the lawyer influences the case as well. Some lawyers are highly respected, while others may struggle with their image. The defense and insurance companies try to keep information about different lawyers and their legal styles and level of success. They form opinions about the strength and commitment of different lawyers. This can either help or hurt your legal claim. During the consultation, ask the lawyer about their experience and track record. You want the case to go as smoothly as possible. They should take adequate time to explain things to you. Building a strong connection with the lawyer is vital. Good communication can improve your legal remedies. Legal steps can be complicated, so effective communication is truly vital. How does compensation work? It's so important to clearly read the written agreement. When hiring a lawyer, the attorney fees typically increase, and you may be charged a larger cut of your compensation during different stages of the case. However, pursuing your legal claim further might be necessary to win, especially if you want to win the highest compensation you can. Still, you should take the costs and expenses into consideration. Lawyers often spend a ton of money and time on legal claims. These costs are normally paid back through the settlement or verdict. These deductions and expenses likely helped the legal claim, if you end up winning a higher level of compensation, or if they were necessary costs of the case. Learn more through other videos on our channel. You should be aware of the cut of the compensation the lawyer gets, as well as the percentage you may be entitled to. People with a lawyer generally have a significantly higher chance of success. Legal claims are very detail-oriented, and there are important deadlines you cannot miss. So having a knowledgeable lawyer can be extremely helpful. Thank you. Call now for a free consultation. 400 50 50.